whispers and rumors, speculation and sighs, the House of Windsor knows how to make headlines. On Saturday, 6th of May 2023, Prince Harry attended King Charles's coronation. He came alone, his wife Meghan choosing to stay in California. This solo appearance only fueled the gossip mill. Is the rift between father and son as wide as ever? Sadly, it seems that way. Their relationship, once warm and playful, is now strained and distant. Gone are the days of shared laughter and easy camaraderie. In their place, a palpable tension and a silence that speaks volumes. The world watches, wondering if these two will ever find their way back to each other. At the heart of this royal rupture lies a fundamental difference in perspective, a clash of values and visions for the future. Harry, seeking a life free from royal constraints and the intense media scrutiny, chose to forge his own path, embracing a new chapter. He stepped down from his senior royal role, prioritizing his own family and mental well-being, a move that many saw as both brave and necessary. This decision, while understandable to many, caused a seismic shift in the royal family dynamics, leaving a lasting impact on relationships and roles. The crown thrives on tradition, duty, and a united front, values that have been upheld for generations. Harry's departure and his subsequent revelations about royal life challenged these very pillars, shaking the foundation of the monarchy to its core. It brought into question the monarchy's relevance in the modern world and exposed its inner workings to unprecedented scrutiny, sparking widespread debate. This, for an institution steeped in tradition and wary of public dissent, was a blow like no other, forcing it to adapt and evolve in ways previously unimagined. For King Charles, a man who has dedicated his life to the crown, Harry's choices have been particularly difficult to accept. Charles, a product of his upbringing, values duty and tradition above all else. To see his son, his heir, turn his back on these values has undoubtedly caused him immense pain and disappointment. Beyond the personal hurt lies the weight of the institution. The king is not just a father, he is the embodiment of the monarchy. Harry's actions and the public scrutiny they invited directly impacted the very institution Charles is sworn to protect. This, coupled with the deeply personal nature of their rift, makes forgiveness a steep climb. Section 4. Anderson's Insights, Reconciliation a Distant Dream? Royal biographer Christopher Anderson, known for his deep dives into the House of Windsor, offers a sobering perspective on the current state of affairs within the royal family. He believes that the chances of a true reconciliation are slim, given the complex and often tumultuous history that has plagued the family for years. The wounds, he argues, run too deep, with years of unresolved conflicts and misunderstandings creating a chasm that seems almost impossible to bridge. Trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to rebuild, especially under the relentless glare of the public eye, where every move is scrutinized and often criticized. Anderson points to the Queen's passing as a potential turning point, a moment that could either bring the family closer together or drive them further apart. He suggests that Charles may be hesitant to fully reconcile with Harry out of concern for his legacy and the future of the monarchy. The king, acutely aware of his place in history, wants to be remembered as a strong and decisive leader who upheld the traditions of the crown. A public reconciliation, particularly if it involves concessions to Harry, might be perceived as a sign of weakness, potentially undermining his authority and the stability of the monarchy. Section 5. Spare, Adding Fuel to the Fire. The publication of Harry's memoir, Spare, further inflamed the already tense situation within the royal family. The book, a candid and often scathing account of Harry's life within the royal family, sent shockwaves through the monarchy, shaking its very foundations. It laid bare personal conversations, aired family grievances, and offered an unvarnished view of life behind palace walls, revealing secrets that were never meant to be public. While some praised Harry's honesty and vulnerability, others criticized the book as a betrayal, accusing him of airing dirty laundry for personal gain. For King Charles, the book was undoubtedly a painful blow, a public airing of private pain. It thrust their private struggles into the global spotlight and forced him to confront his own shortcomings as a father, a role scrutinized by the world. The book, instead of bridging the gap, only seemed to drive the wedge deeper, exacerbating the already strained relationship between father and son. Section 6. The Royal Family, a Tangled Web. To understand the depth of this rift, one must consider the complex dynamics within the royal family. Tradition and protocol dictate their every move. Emotions are often suppressed, and public image reigns supreme. This environment, while seemingly glamorous from the outside, can be stifling and isolating for those within its gilded cage. Harry's departure represented a break from this mold. His willingness to speak his truth, however uncomfortable, challenged the very foundation of the royal family's carefully constructed facade. It exposed the human frailties and internal conflicts that exist even within the most powerful families. Section 7. A Relationship in Limbo. As the dust settles, the relationship between King Charles and Prince Harry remains in a fragile state. The hurt and resentment linger, casting a long shadow over their future interactions. Whether time can heal these wounds remains to be seen. One thing is certain: the world will be watching. The saga of King Charles and Prince Harry, a story of love and loss, duty and defiance, will continue to captivate and intrigue for years to come. Will they find a path to reconciliation, or will this rift become a defining chapter in their family's complex history? Only time will tell.